please help me welcoming DTM Mohan to release the Satac theme and logo. With a huge round of applause, welcome to the stage, DTM Mohan.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. May I request everyone to please be seated? Thank you. It's my pleasure as a Public Relations and Media Committee Director, Satac 2025, to introduce the theme and the logo of this conference. We received not so good response, but among the inputs received for the logo and theme, we felt that this is the right theme to reflect the image of Satac, connecting minds, enhancing lives. That was a theme chosen by the committee, and we are proud to announce the person who suggested this theme is none other than our Satac 2025 advisor, DTM Perry. Thank you, sir. And the logo design input was given by DTM Nilofer Rashid. Thank you, ma'am. May I request the District Director to be on the stage, DTM Shekhar Tiwari. DD. And may I request the First Vice President, DTM Stefano, please join us. And also we request World Champion 2019, DTM Aaron, please. Satac Chair, sorry, DTM Jamil Akhtar. May I request DTM Nilofer, see around. So I request DTM Perry to come on stage, please, to receive the recognition for giving us the wonderful theme. DTM Perry, a big round of applause, please. DTM Nilofer. Thank you, everyone. We will give it to DTM Nilofer in another session. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Over to MOC. May I request the August guest please be on stage again. Our conference chairman presents the award to the person who gave us the logo, DTM Nilofer. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, DTM Mohan. Thank you, everyone, for this theme and logo, for your dedication and support. And now, moving on into our agenda, I would like to call to the stage Toastmaster Asif to release the magazine. Please, huge round of applause to Toastmaster Asif.
Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, my dear friends, colleagues, and the August gathering. This is Asif Ramiz Dawoodi standing with you, representing the magazine and publication team and committee. Before we start anything, let me have the honor of inviting the dignitaries here. But before that, I have to say that I'm quite excited. I feel elevated. Are you excited, Toastmasters? Once again, are you excited? So let's have a huge round of applause for each and everybody involved and engaged in this grand mega event and its organization. Now, it's indeed an honor to invite these guests, the distinguished guests, the conference chair, and the world champion. So let's invite the world champion first with a huge round of applause, please. Now, I want to invite here on this stage the conference chair, DTM Jamil Akhtar, who will be inviting two more guests right now here on this stage.
Let me call the first Vice President Internationals, DTM Estefano, to the podium, please. Now I request Trio also. PQD, CGD, you are here. Please join us. Other ambassador of Satac, DTM Suleiman Madi, please come to the podium. DTM Wahid Latif, please join here. DTM Asif Siddiqui, DTM Peri, Abu Guru, DTM Sadia Khan, and DTM Anis Baksh, please come to the podium. DTM Sada Gopan, please come to the podium. Vice Chair DTM Mustafa Pir, please join us. Now let Director Magazine Committee, let him call his team, DTM Asif.
Thank you very much, Conference Chair DTM Jamil Akhtar. And once again, as you see here, everything is evolving gradually, and you are excited. We are excited to see the actual excitement that's going to start shortly. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite my own team members, though there are other team members who could not make it today at this moment, but we have two highly dedicated team members. They supported me in my editorial team, and the first one is the Deputy Editor and Deputy Director of Magazine and Publication Committee, Madam Toastmaster Samira Parveen. With a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next, Madam Toastmaster Leena. May I invite her on the stage, please, with a huge round of applause. As the event, the conference progresses, we have to unveil many things that await. Now it's time to unveil the much awaited, highly prestigious magazine, which is in the e-format at this moment. But before that, this team that we can see here needs our applause, needs appreciation, and then I would rather request them to take their respective seats. So with a huge round of applause to this excellent, brilliant team, ladies and gentlemen, everybody.
DTM James Tarok, please join here. DTM James.
As we need to display and project the e-magazine, I request the honorable guest, distinguished guest and team here to be in two parts, half this side, the other half the other side, please, so that the audience can see the screen as well. Now I invite the Deputy Editor of Magazine and Publication Committee, Madam Toastmaster Samira Parveen, to unveil the e-magazine. With a huge round of applause, please.
Today, it is a very proud moment for all the Satac Team Magazine Committee members to unveil the Satac 2025 magazine to you. We present to you the magazine. Please, a round of applause. This magazine has come to life with a great dedicated team who has worked day and night with the lot of things, the editorial things. It was a great learning experience for all of us. And I also like to thank all the contributors who took their time to write such wonderful messages relating to connecting minds and enhancing lives. It was a great learning experience. Thank you once again to all of you. We have the great distinguished leaders from international Toastmasters as well as District 79 who have taken time to share their contributions for the magazine. You can keep on. We keep on applauding throughout the magazine, please. See, your cheers are something that motivates us. Thank you, sir. These are few division highlights. We even have articles from our Cavaliers. So please, a big round of applause for them. Here comes a Satac team. So that was the Satac 2025 magazine for you. Thank you once again. Now I would like to invite the magazine director, DTM Asif.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster Samira. And as you know, that in Toastmasters, we learn how to improve our skills, especially for public speaking, leadership, and also how do we express our emotions, feelings, and whatever we have inside, positive ones, through writing skills as well. So we just try to collect all these articles, messages, and we have our sponsors. We have to thank them as well. Every contributor, every writer, the conference chair, the entire team deserves a thank you note from us. And without you all, we would not have been in a position to bring this kind of endeavor in life. And this could happen only because of you all. So thank you once again to everyone, and I wish you have some time to read this, go through this, and enjoy the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for everybody. Thank you. Over to MOC, please.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Asif and your fabulous team for this amazing job, I would say. We all came here not only to inspire each other, to share words of wisdoms, stories to be shared. And this will only be happened during a contest, with the contestants full with inspiration. Are you ready to start the contest? All the best to all the contestants. I would like first to introduce our contest master for the first contest today, which is the final English contest for the evaluation. She served many roles in the district, being an admin manager of Division J, PR event head, District 79 in 2022, Division J champion in international, humorous, and table topic in 2021-2022. Satac finalist in international and humorous speech contest in 2022. Served as a key member of contest operation Satac 2023, currently active member Interlogo Toastmaster Club. Professionally, she works as SAB consultant in Al Khobar. Please, with a huge round of applause, welcome to the stage Toastmaster Nivedita.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, for that encouraging introduction. How are you all today? Wonderful, great. Respected dignitaries, diligent leaders of our dynamic District 79, my dear fellow Toastmasters, and all our distinguished guests, a very good afternoon to you all. I am extremely delighted and privileged to be here today and to see such large gathering today to cheer all our participants. It is a great honor for me to be your contest master for the finals of Saudi Arabian Toastmasters Annual Conference 2025 for the evaluation contest. So are you all ready? Are you all ready? Yes. Evaluation. Evaluation is a process of giving constructive feedback to a speaker. In Toastmasters, a speaker receives instant feedback. And today, we have a test speaker who will deliver a speech, and all our contestants will evaluate the same speech. The contestants and the assignees have been briefed during the pre-contest briefing. Further, to make sure the contest is as per the Toastmaster International guidelines, we have the Chief Judge, Distinguished Toastmaster James Turok. May I request our Chief Judge to acknowledge his presence? Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Chief Judge. Now, dear contestants, have you received your evaluation folder to write your comments? No, I know that. May I see all the contestants raising your hands? Okay, you'll get it soon. I request the Sergeant at Arms to please do the needful. I will. Before we move to the contest, I request the contestants to please acknowledge their presence as I call your name. Contestant number 1, Toastmaster Harish Sumati. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Syed Faisal. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Contestant number 4, Ajar Ashraf. Toastmaster Ajar Ashraf. Here we go. Yes. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Ahmad Abdul Moiti. And contestant number 6, Toastmaster Anas Kayas. Contestants, have you received your folders now? Yes? Dear contestant, have you received your folder? Okay. Dear audience, I request you all to please switch off your mobile phones. If not, at least put them to silent mode. So let's move to the contest without any delay. For the benefits of the contestants, please note the timer is sitting right here in the center. Are the Sergeant at Arms ready? Dear Sergeant at Arms, are you ready? Please raise your hand. I request the Sergeant at Arms to acknowledge their presence. Okay. Timers, are you ready? And are all our contestants ready? Dear contestants, are you ready? Mr. Chief Judge, can we start with the contest? Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the target speaker for today's finals of the evaluation contest, Satac 2025. Our target speaker is Toastmaster Rubab Fatima Rizvi. The title of her speech is Tick, Tick, Tick. Tick, tick, tick. Toastmaster Rubab Fatima Rizvi with the title Tick, Tick, Tick.
Can you name at least 5 time-telling devices? For fitness enthusiasts, it's the smartwatch. For fashion icons, a fancy wristwatch. History lovers, a sundial. Got an aesthetic eye, something like a wall clock. Hourglass. And the list continues. Honorable dignitaries, fellow Toastmasters, Gavaliers, and my vigilant, time-conscious evaluators, good afternoon. We've often heard numerous sayings on time. Time is precious, time is finite, time is money, time is the biggest healer. Things happen at the right time, so on and so forth. But in this fast-paced world, where all of us are busy chasing our ambitions, when do we actually get time to pause for even a minute? I was no different. After completing my studies, fortunately, I got a job at one of my dream Big Four companies. During the past 4 years, I gained a lot. Professional knowledge, an advanced diploma in international taxation, some wonderful colleagues, varied experiences, and of course, lots and lots of calories. Here's a glimpse into my daily work routine. snoozing my alarm every 8 minutes, rushed morning shower, quick breakfast, and heading straight to work. Then working at the office all day, and then spending time in the late evening with my parents if I did not have to continue with work. Does that sound relatable? For people who know me, including some of you present here, you'd agree that I am notorious for not answering calls on time and for taking centuries to reply to WhatsApp messages. I can sense some of you are nodding your heads in agreement. Well, during my chase to live my ambitions, what I truly lost was the value of time and the importance of having time for my loved ones. The only time I actually had to speak to my grandparents and extended family was barely on the weekends. But every day is not the same. Around 3 weeks ago, on Monday, the 21st of April, I was engrossed in my work as usual. Notifications kept flashing on my phone. And I caught sight of messages flooded on our family group, which were filled with messages for prayers. I opened the chat and was overtaken by a flurry of emotions. My mother's youngest sister's husband, whom I fondly call my Chote Papa, who in real sense is my younger dad, suffered an unexpected cardiac arrest in Mumbai and was critical. In the late afternoon, I was on back-to-back client calls when my phone kept ringing. I called back my dad, and before he could say anything, I knew that it was all over. My Chote Papa had lost the battle of life and was no more. In a couple of hours, the whole world turned upside down, especially for my aunt and her 2 boys. And as I stood frozen, one thought has stayed with me ever since. During the last 2 months, we had our tax compliance season, and I was working day in and day out. On Saturday, just 2 days before that fateful day, I was having a quick breakfast and getting ready to leave. My mom was talking to her sister on the phone, and my aunt said that my Chote Papa wanted to speak to me because I hadn't spoken to him for the past few days. As usual, in my race against time, I took my bag and said, "Chote Papa, I'll speak to you later, sorry." Not knowing how that would turn into a lifelong regret. From January of last year up until this month, in a span of just 1.5 years, I lost 2 of my most beloved uncles and aunt. And the regret I live with every day is, I wish I had valued time more and spoken to them more often than I did. My Chote Papa was a library of knowledge, wisdom, and intellect. And he taught me the most valuable lesson of life, which no textbook could ever give. People come, people go, but life never stops, and neither does time. Albeit, I learnt it in the most harsh manner. Time is not about clocks and calendars, but about the smiles we spread, the memories we create, and the love we express. It does not matter how well we manage our time, but how meaningfully we live it that counts. As I stand here today, I not just remind all of us about the value of time, but I remind myself how never to say again, I will do it later, I will speak later, I will call back later, because the time does not appear on the clocks. It is right here in the present. It is now. To conclude, I'd like to say something which my younger dad, my Chode Papa, said to me time and again. The sun does not weep when the night falls.
Green.
It simply waits to rise again. And so do you. Thank you, and back to the contest master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rubab Fatima Rizvi. I request you all to please remain silent for 5 minutes for the contestants to complete their evaluation notes. And your timer, please indicate once 5 minutes elapse. Sergeant at Arms, please collect the evaluation sheets from all the contestants as the 5 minutes have elapsed. Please collect the sheets as per the speaking order written on their evaluation sheets. And I also kindly request to escort all of them outside this room except the first contestant. I also request all the contestants to please hand over your mobile phones and also any other digital devices like smartphones if you have. Kindly hand over it to the Sergeant at Arms. Are the Sergeant at Arms ready? Is the first contestant ready? Are the timers ready? I request all of you to please be seated. Everyone behind, I request all of you to please be seated. Please be seated. We are going to start with our first contestant of evaluation contest. Mr. Chief Judge, can we begin the contest? Please help me welcome contestant number 1, Toastmaster Harish Sumati. Toastmaster Harish Sumati. Toastmaster Harish Sumati.
Chote Baba, I will speak to you later. And later never came. Toastmaster Rubab, contest chair, respected dignitaries, we all know we are in Toastmasters. This is a contest. The clock is ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Let us pause. Pause for a moment. Let us savor in the beauty, the blessings, this camaraderie, this connectivity of minds, the moment, the opportunity we now have to enhance lives. Let us pause for a moment. Rubab's speech was all about time. Even more, it was about pausing, making the right use of time, We are all blessed with the same amount of time. It doesn't matter. Who couldn't relate to when she said, I am the person who takes centuries to answer a WhatsApp, and if I am not engaged in office work, I speak with my parents. Speaking to parents is at the mercy of workload, and that is the reality we are today in. Our priorities are totally lopsided. We are all in a hurry for what? Pause. Thank you, Toastmaster Rubab. If we didn't turn up today, this speech that opens up our inner eye, we wouldn't have been able to listen to. You came here with a beautiful prop and narrated to us your life story that resonated with each and every one of us, giving us some lessons to take away. However, being here, there are certain points for improvement that I would like to suggest. First, this speech was not about time, but about pause. The best music happens between the notes. You said there is no time to pause even for a moment. I suggest when you said the word pause itself, you could have stopped there, bringing the audience come to silence. Secondly, the prop of that clock, it was shown to us in the beginning towards the end. If you took it back again and showed us how the time ticks the same way for everyone, and still it is up to us to make the best use of it. That would have wrapped the whole story to a better, nicer conclusion. Overall, I enjoyed the speech a lot. Thank you for providing us such a wonderful opportunity and a lesson. Looking forward to see such enlightening speeches from you more and more in the future. Back to you.
Am I audible? Yeah. Meanwhile, I would like to present the participation certificate to Toastmaster Harish Sumati.
Mic test.
Please help me welcome contestant number 2, Toastmaster Syed Faisal. Toastmaster Syed Faisal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Contest Chair, every now and then we hear speeches, some inform, some educate, some entertain, and seldom we come across speeches which make you think and ignite you into taking the next step, which inspire you. Today, Rubab Fatima Rizvi did exactly that for us. Ignite us enough to be able to take the next step. Today, she wove a beautiful tapestry for us, woven with the fabrics of absolute geniuses. Now, what I particularly liked in this tapestry, from the get-go, she had us foreshadowing on what the speech is supposed to be. Time, tick-tock, tick-tock. She invited us into her life, and she took us through the speech with such a beautiful narrative. Her calm, composed, absolutely articulated language was just splendid and was music to listen to. Further to that, the way that you go about with your speech is just mesmerizing for anybody sitting over here. And one thing which really stood out for me, we would like to acknowledge, at least I would like to acknowledge the fact that you have visual challenges. But despite that, if anybody over here would have noticed, while she accidentally got disoriented, she was still turning around and trying to address the audience, because in her mind, that's where the audiences were. So beautifully done. I really appreciate the courage that you've shown over here. And a story which resonates so much with so many of us. A story which resonates with me. This has happened with me when my grandmother would want to speak to me. I'd say tomorrow, 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 until one day my dad called me up and said, there's no tomorrow. This really sunk in deep with me. Toastmaster Rubab, this was an artful tapestry. But how do we take this artful tapestry into something which is a masterful tapestry? Here are my recommendations for you. You spoke about your turning point being the call which you received from your dad, which you ignored, which was about your Chote Papa's death. While it is a sinking moment, but it left more like a narrative. I wish you would have explored into the ideas and spoken to the audience about why your Chote Papa was that important. You had 5 minutes of your speech. You had 2 minutes left. There was potential for you to explore those areas. You had 2 minutes to let the audience know why your Chote Papa was that important. Show me the stakes that were involved, which made you really realize I should have called him. Because I need to see the tension, which is the second point, the stakes. When you have such a life-changing ideology in your life, the stakes need to be there. You need to show the audience what the stakes were. How do you do that? Internal conflict. Show me the tension in the room. Show me the tension in your voice. Break your voice down for me. I want to hear you tremble. Because that's how you make the audience feel. You don't just paint the tapestry, you make it live. Rubab, Fatima, Rizvi, I am absolutely in awe of what you have done today. I wish you could have just done these two things so that you were able to really make the audiences fall in love with everything that you said. And one last thing, while this has happened where you were de-oriented, I wish you had practiced a little bit so that you were in fact able to see the audience so it would have resonated further. With that, Rubab, Fatima, Rizvi, this was a spark which is going to set fire in the hearts of the audiences, and I wish you the best of luck. Contest Master.
I request all of you to please maintain 1 minute silence as the judges mark the ballots. Meanwhile, I would take a moment to felicitate our Toastmaster Syed Faisal for his participation. Please help me welcome contestant number 3, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Toastmaster Umar Farooq.
Tick, tick, tick. Toastmaster Rubab, as soon as she stepped onto the stage, she did not just deliver a speech. She invited us into her life, the daily routine, the office, the characters that she built. We are already engaged in this speech. Hooked. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What I loved about Toastmaster Rubab's speech, she opened with a powerful question. How many kinds of time measuring devices you know? And to add on it, she gave a pause. The power of pause, everybody can see. I was trying to count. Oh, I have a wristwatch, a smartwatch, mobile watch. Everybody was glued into her speech. Secondly, the power of her voice. Loud and clear, each and everyone can hear. Was connected. The emotion in her voice when she was telling about the character, the uncle, her own routine life, each and everything, we can feel it, that emotion. That's the beauty of our voice. Everybody can gel with it, connect with it. We can feel that voice. Third, the storytelling. From her office routine to the mishap of his uncle, the cardiac arrest. And to add on it, when the cardiac arrest, she announced it, the pause that she gave, the strategically, to let us sink into the speech. Having said that, I don't want her to have a wristwatch. I want her to have a smartwatch. For that, I have a couple of recommendations. First, building your own story. You had a timeline. You wanted your office story, your uncle's death, and how you have that realization. I want you to have that application, how you came to realize that, how it affected you, how you applied that thing into your own life. The contrast, I want to see that contrast in your story. That's what will impact your each and every audience member. Secondly, have a strong call to action in your conclusion. Tick, tick, tick. Don't waste time. Value your time. That call to action was needed. Overall, Toastmaster Robab, excellent speech on the value of time. Just work on that conclusion, that call to action, and to have that compelling contrast building story that we can engage in. And I am sure you will have timeless experience in life, sharing and amazing stories to share with us. Over to the contest master.
I request all of you to maintain 1 minute silence. Meanwhile, I would like to take a moment to present a participation certificate to our Toastmaster Omar Farooq. Please help me welcome contestant number 4, Toastmaster Ajir Ashraf. Toastmaster Ajir Ashraf.
Time is infinite. Time is money. But do we ever have the time to pause? Contest master, fellow audience, you know what I loved about our speaker, Fatima, today? Thematic consistency. She had this flow going of her theme, which is time. Our speaker started with, people come, people go, but time doesn't wait. And when she ended, she said, I will never say, I'll call you back later. I'll message you later. I'll text you later. See what she did there? Throughout the speech, she followed the consistency of her theme. And the introduction and conclusion had a flow, giving us a circular closing. Brilliant, Fatima. Did you notice that our speaker, Fatima, today had this conversational tone? She was chatting with us. It felt like she wasn't speaking to the audience. She was speaking to you individually. When she said, I can sense you nodding in agreement, or, do you find that relatable? It felt like she was asking you the question, not the whole audience. A great speech feels like the speaker is communicating with you personally. Love that from her. Now, of course, with time, let us help the speaker elevate, starting with vocal color. Now, she had that vocal variety, but I'm talking about that dip in reflection. She mentioned he suffered cardiac arrest with a neutral tone. Cardiac arrest, that's bad news. So I wish she said something like, he had cardiac arrest. So let us feel that pain of having a disease. Let us connect. And lastly, where was the dialogue? So many characters, but I can't remember because there is no dialogue. So she could say, instead of I'll speak to him, I'll speak to you later, Chota Papa. That would have reminded that there was a character as her dad. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I love the speaker's thematic consistency and that conversational tone. If she focused on the vocal color and the differentiation in dialogue, with time, she will become a champion. Contest master.
I request you all to please maintain 1 minute silence. Meanwhile, I would like to present the participation certificate to Toastmaster Ajay Ashraf. Please help me welcome contestant number 5, Toastmaster Ahmad Abdul Moiti. Toastmaster Ahmad Abdul Moiti.
Time and life are not about hours. They are about smiles, memories, and the legacy we leave for the world. This universal message from Rabab was not only for us here, it's for the world. Concert Chair, Rabab, and everyone here, I hope you got the message. But as one of the world champion of public speaking said, the message is the root, and everything else is to support. So let's check every aspect of Rabab's speech to support the message. Starting with the title. I love it, tick, tick, tick. However, recommendation, it can be something related to your message. Something like, never back again. Think about it. Analyzing your story. Your story is wonderful, personal story, about work, about family, about emotions, and losing some relatives. It's connected to everybody. One recommendation, focus on one loss. Focus on one small part and show more emotions, more impact, and how you dealt with this. When it comes to delivery, it's a message for all of us. It's a message for the world. We can inspire everybody only with our heart, mind, and voice. With all the skills we have, we can impact the whole world. Rabab, thank you for the hidden message away from time. Now when we come to the call to action, which is the fruit of any speech, your call to action was there, but you were hesitant to say it loudly and clear to everybody. Embrace the moment you have before it is never back. Show love to your people before they are never back. Make the maximum use of every minute you have before you yourself is never back. In summary, wonderful speech, great message. You need a better title, focus on one more story, one story, show emotion and how you dealt with this, and make your call to action a real call to action for people to take away when they leave Satac. Thank you for sharing and inspiring the world. Back to you. Thank you.
Please maintain 1 minute silence while I present the participation certificate to our Toastmaster Ahmad Abdul Moiti. Help me welcome contestant number 6, Toastmaster Anas Gayas. Toastmaster Anas Gayas.
Today, the super girl of District 79, Toastmaster Rubab Fatwa Rizvi, stepped on the stage and delivered a powerful speech about reaching out to your loved ones as the time is passing with such clarity, conviction, and confidence. Madam Contest Masters, fellow Toastmasters, good afternoon. Toastmaster Rubab, you are a fantastic storyteller. There is a lot to appreciate and acknowledge in your speech, but allow me to unpack a few things. First of all, it takes a tremendous amount of courage to speak about such a loss which is so recent and fresh in the memories. So hats off to you. What I really admired is that how you gave a glimpse into your personal life. You started off by telling how you wake up in the morning, how you go to the work, and then suddenly you pulled the rug under us and gave an emotional angle to the story where you talked about the loss of your Chote Papa. That is a beautiful way of telling story. And in this storytelling, you applied most of the storytelling techniques. For example, you asked audience the questions. And then you utilized some powerful pauses throughout your speech. And we all know, Toastmaster Rubab, that you have such a tremendous control in the English language. You had lots of lovely phrases that you utilize all throughout this speech to make sure that your message resonates with the audience. Now, having said that, see, good speeches are written, but great speeches are rewritten. Now, allow me to give you some recommendations. My first recommendation to you is to alter the chronology in your speech. And how can you do that? In real life, you first missed the call of your Chote Papa, and then you heard the sad news of his passing away. I would like you to implement this in the speech, because the order in your speech is reversed. Because when you do that, the impact is more powerful. It will resonate more with the audience. My second recommendation to you is that when we read something important, what do we usually do? We highlight, right? And the verbal equivalence of highlighting is voice. I want you to explore the undertones, the deep undertones of your voice, because it's an emotional speech and you had the potential to do that. And finally, I felt the ending was a bit abrupt. You still had a lot of time. DTM Aaron Beverly is sitting. In his final speech, he concentrated on 30-45 seconds in his message. I want you to double down, drill home the message in the end part of the speech. So in summation of the scintillating speech, great personal story, you interacted with the audience, and you had a fantastic overall story. What you could do is to introduce some vocal variety, structure the speech better. The finalist in District 79 evaluation contest in 2026, I would definitely like to see you in the finals of International Speech Contest. Madam Contest Master.
I request all of you to please maintain 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Meanwhile, I would take a moment to please to hand over the participation certificate to our Toastmaster, Anas Kayas. Meanwhile, it's my privilege to invite our test speaker for the day, Toastmaster Rubab Fatima Rizvi, to felicitate her for being the test speaker for our evaluation finals, Satac 2025. Meanwhile, I would like to take a moment to felicitate the backup test speaker for our evaluation contest, that is Toastmaster Samira Parveen. I request Toastmaster Samira Parveen to please come over here. Please give her a big round of applause. Toastmaster Samira Parveen, our backup target speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the finals of the evaluation contest, Saudi Arabian Toastmaster Annual Conference 2025. I request all of you to please be seated. All the people, dear contestants, I know you're all excited. Please, I request you all to please be seated. Before I could sign off, may I kindly request our Chief Judge to allow me to adjourn the contest? I hereby adjourn the finals of the evaluation contest, Satac 2025. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed being the contest master for the evaluation contest of Satac 2025. And I would like to thank the Satac operation team for giving me this wonderful learning opportunity. Thank you so much. With this, over to the MOC.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nivedita. You ran this contest smoothly. You made it enjoyable. Thank you very much.